It's Week 18 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Saints and the Panthers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they present,
men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They begin on the ground with Camara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Jameis to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm able to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
Winston again, it's Camara.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Winston.
He'll find it straight in. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Camara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run it again with Camara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding on the lawn chair. And 3rd and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Winston now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're open to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
From the gun, Heineke. Now, quick throw there going to be batted
one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down, Heineke. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Heineke. Able to complete this to Shenault. Touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and
1. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Off the check down, he finds Camara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Winston steps away. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. They call that a punt. The Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one. Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it up. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Heineke. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers had 10 and 6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. The play fake, and now Heineke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And Thomas has it.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Again, it's Heineke.
Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that.
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Winston being chased out left. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot right at the 7. They'll end up getting 5 out of it, but now they're looking at 4th down. Throwing, Winston. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
A first down throw for Heineke.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. After the sack on first down, Heineke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
There's Trumbo, the tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And just a yard to go here on second down. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Once again, it's Mostert.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's Heineke.
This pass caught with the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Heineke now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Winston.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
From the 29, Winston.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
Touchdown, Saints. Tim Patrick, 71 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now Heineke. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Heineke to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina.
Harris Campbell, 76 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Looks good on the extra point. spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
There he goes, right side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara, taking it about the 1.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And currently they are tied with the visiting Bills in that one. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. For the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. That's a little burst right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's a room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul. Unnecessary relevant defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now left side on the swing pass. Able to slither by. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
To throw is Heineke.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Tremble.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
You see Tim Patrick as he and the rest of this offense get set for the upcoming series.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On third down, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Heineke.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Heineke.
Going for a right side here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Heineke.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down at 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 19-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This one underneath to Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. So they get half of what they needed. It will be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has started. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. This is caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively. I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
Take it across for the Packers touchdown.
Taylor Heineke taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offensive.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. Desperation time, Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Mostert. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On play action, Heineke. Ball caught by Tremble. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in the game that looks to have been decided already.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man, complete. And he
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Patrick with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. Exactly right. They can end this one on their own.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Heineke now. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.